she will be with you. I'm going to give you my glasses because I can't see without them and she can't see through them.
She doesn't have astigmatism, I guess.
That's right.
Okay.
How do you do?
Hello.
You are what is termed a television interviewer.
Yes, some people call me that.
And this is what is termed a television. It is
Yes.
grand to be here with you.
You are Ola?
I am Ola.
Can you tell us why you're here? Why have you taken over Dennis's body?
And may I ask you a question?
Yes.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes, who be you?
By name? Richard Shanks.
Richard Shanks. How do you do?
Hi.
I am Ola.
Nice to meet you.
You are a great god, but you don't know it.
What do I say?
Nothing.
Can I ask you why you are here? Why have you taken over Dennis's body? What have you come here to tell us?
I have come here to bring an end to the diseasements that the embodiments have, the cold AIDS, and the cancer, and the heart condition, all diseasement. I am here to teach you to rid yourselves of diseasements, as it were.
Where have you come from?
I come from the light. I am thought. I come from another universe. I come from another plane. It is another dimension.
Is there any way of explaining that for those of us on this level, in this plane, so we have an understanding of where this is?
It is grand. It is very easily explained. I am a light frequency. I vibrate 35 times more than the human body vibrates. And it is necessary for me to use a tool, an embodiment, as it were. My beloved male embodiment here is my tool to bring teaching. Hello, beautiful lady.
Good morning, Ola.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
That is grand. It brings me joy that you are here.
Thank you.
I am here to bring teaching to world, to remind you that you are deities. It is something that you have forgotten over 8 million years of reincarnations.
You have been in human form many times.
Many times.
And at some point you were able to choose not to come back anymore?
177 years ago, I removed myself from the wheel of reincarnation by practicing a very, very strong teaching that was taught years ago by Yeshua ben Joseph, as it were. You know him as Jesus Christ.
What is it that we as humans have as our biggest problem? Why we don't get along with each
Alter
other?
ego. That is what is called Antichrist. It is the alter ego. It is the alter ego in the brain that prevents you from being Christ-like in your heart. You have Christness in your heart, but your alter ego, the brain, does not allow it. And that is called judgment, prejudice, hatred. Yeshua ben Joseph has taught to love one another. If you, in your physical life, can learn to love your brethren and not judge them, as it were, you will remove yourself from the wheel of reincarnation and you will ascend your embodiment, and you will not need to return here. This planet is a school, as it were. You return and return and return until you learn the lesson correctly. And when you do so, you are not a judgmental entity. You are an entity that is all-loving and loves mankind unconditionally. There would be no war on this planet. There would be no disease. These are all terrible things that are brought on by self-hatred.
Yet many people who profess to study and believe in the teachings of Jesus Christ don't profess what you're saying. They very much judge other people.
But they are not following the teachings of Yeshua ben Joseph. If they follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, they will not be judging others for being wrong.
But they use the Bible to justify their judgments, and which is the teachings of Jesus Christ.
It is a misconception. They need to look at the Bible for what it is, unconditional love. They are not practicing it. That is why I'm here.
Why aren't so many people who profess to be Christians practicing it? Why is it so difficult?
It is the alter ego. It is enslavement that mankind has brought upon themselves, and it is having forgotten the remembrance of where God is. Everyone is placing the cure to cancer on the outside. They are placing the cure to disease on the outside. It is taking responsibility and putting it on the outside. They take God and they put him on the outside. Christness is in the heart. It is in all of us. And when we become aware of this truth, as it were, we become very powerful because we have God inside of us, and we are God. And if you have a diseasement in your body, you can relinquish it because God is all-powerful and all-loving.
Dennis said that one of the things you could, and you said in the beginning, one of the things you could teach us is the cure for cancer or for AIDS or other diseases.
I have met with physicians, and I will be meeting with physicians. And it is a very simple teaching, not for you, but for the physicians it will be simple teaching. And it is teaching that in raising the electrical frequency in the body, cellular density will disperse, cellular division will increase. And in doing so, it is almost impossible, in your terminology, to have what is called a diseasement.
Is there a way of explaining that in terms a little bit more expanded than what you just said so we can understand what that means? You said you could tell a physician, and that might be a key to open the doors for research. What does that mean, though?
What it means is that body is density. Your soul, it weighs 13 ounces. It lies here. It has been measured by the medical community. It is there.
The soul has been measured?
It has been measured. It is what you call high technology, I believe.
I don't want to lose the question about cancer, but how do they measure the soul? Isn't the soul an intangible spirit?
That is insignificant. I will return to your question, as it were.
Okay.
The question is, by remembering what you are and how powerful you are, and not giving away your power that God has put into you, and remembering that you are a beautiful God, and you are an unconditional God, and love everyone unconditionally, you will have great power. It is called Christness. And by removal of this power, it is called social consciousness. It has removed the power from you and placed it in other places, on the outside. It is forgetting the power is there. It is time. The times are nearing, and it is time to, your terminology is, get your act together, as it were. It is time. You only have 9 years to do it.
What do you mean we only have 9 years to do it?
In the 9 years that are coming, many peoples will become very very super conscious. They will remove themselves from social consciousness. Social consciousness is the thing that deems, as it were, that tells you not to like another entity because his dermis is black, or you do not like his lifestyle, so you judge him. That is social consciousness. By removal of this, there will be no war on the planet, as it were, because everyone will not be judging one another. They will be loving each other unconditionally for the brethren that they are. We are all brothers to God.
Is this going to happen in 9 years?
In the 9 years, there will be earthly changes that will occur. And though this has been predicted in the Bible, look it up. It is there. It has also been predicted by what you call a Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm.
He was a channel. It is the same thing. And it is being misread as nuclear war. There will be no nuclear war. You are being protected from yourselves, as it were. You are being protected.
There will be no nuclear exchange between the Soviet Union and the United States?
There will be no nuclear war. You are being protected by what is called LOMs, and you term them as extraterrestrials. They are here, and they are protecting you from yourselves, mankind.
How are the extraterrestrials protecting the planet from blowing itself up?
It is what you call your educational system, as it were. It is disintegrating. It is putting out peoples that are illiterate. And these peoples are little children, and they will take over the planet. It will be a race of illiterate people if this continues. So you place illiterate people in nuclear power plants and in great seats of what you call government, it will be destructive. The LOMs are here, and they are being placed all over the planet to protect you from yourself. And you will be taught by great prophets coming to planet now. It was predicted in what is called your Bible. And we are here to protect you from yourselves. And that there is only 9 years. And in 9 years, there will be great change.
So the extraterrestrials are coming down.
They have been here for centuries. They have built what you call pyramids.
Are they going to be teaching our young people so that they're not as illiterate as some of them are?
No, they will not be teaching. They are integrated. Is that a word? Is that a verbiage?
Integrated?
This
yes, mixed
English
together?
language is very interesting. I am learning great words.
You
see, I speak other language. I speak language from other side of sun.
Is that where you're from?
That is where I am from.
The
there are
other
other
side of the
galaxies
sun?
than yours. It is very pompous of humanity to think that they are the only creatures in the existence. This is not all there is. There
I
is
hope
much
not.
more.
I hope there's more than this here.
Well, this is rather lugubrious.
What is on the other side of the sun, where you come from? What is it like over there?
It is beautiful. It is super consciousness. There is no judgment. There is no war. That is where the Brotherhood of the Light is.
Is that what we may think of as heaven?
Heaven, what you think of as heaven, is a fallacy. Heaven is in your heart. When you come to terms with who you are and what you are, and you love yourself unconditionally, you will love others unconditionally. That is heaven. That is what Christness is. It is unconditional love. So when you have a peoples in the church that are bickering with each other, they are not getting the message of Yeshua ben Joseph. It is sad. And that is what causes wars, as it were.
Ola, since you're from the other side of the sun...
I am from the 18th dimension.
The 18th dimension on the other side of the sun. I don't know if you have television over there, but...
No, it is a limitation. It is what is called a radiation box.
It's the best we can do.
We use crystals.
You communicate with crystals.
That is grand.
Some people do that here, too, for healing. They use crystals.
They are what is called superconscious people.
I'd like to ask you how that works, but I was saying in TV we have to take commercial breaks every now and then.
Oh, that is grand.
That means that we have to stop for a few moments and sell something.
That is grand.
Okay, and we'll come back.
So be it.
We'll be back, and I already am told that the phones are lit up, so that we will have to, if you're trying to get in, wait until there's an open line.